What is up, everybody? Ray and Brennan back here again with another heater. We're talking about Jahmyr Gibbs this time on the Draft Profile Series. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share. Look down there. We got the ticker going this time. I promise. I hit it on that time. And let us know what you guys are thinking. Let us know if you guys like the series, if you guys would like us to continue, or talk about anybody you want us to talk about. We'll make a little short just for you. Brennan.
Yes, sir.
What do you got for us on Jahmyr Gibbs?
So Jahmyr Gibbs is 5'9", weighs 199 pounds. That's the knock. He's not a 200, but his 40 time is 4.36. His 10-yard split's a 1.52, which is similar to Bijan Robinson. His vertical jump was 33.5 inches. And for his stats in college at Alabama, he had 151 attempts for 926 yards, rushing touchdowns for 7, and then he had 44 receptions for 444 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns with total carries at 383 yards.
Now,
or 333 carries, my apologies.
Yeah. Let me tell you, not a lot of tread on the tires, or not a lot of wear on the tires, you should say.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. I really, really like this guy. When you watch his film, he just pops every time. He's got speed for days.
Yeah, you watch the tape and it's just like it's electric. You know, it's easily the best receiving back in the class. I mean, you can line him up anywhere on the field. You want to line him up, you know, in the back, out wide, in the slot, and he can do it all. He's the jackknife running back, so to speak, and it's the best way to explain him is that you can use him anywhere. So that's what I like about him. Another thing too, like when you look at his talent, let's just put it in perspective. So he came from Georgia Tech as a transfer. And he beat out all the depth chart in Alabama. And as you and I know, Alabama is known for producing running backs left and right. If you look at their past, decade, look at their running backs. So he's just another one coming out.
Good track record. And look, the one thing that I would say that obviously you're not going to see a lot of power from the guy. You're not, because he's not a big back. And that's not his play style. But he is extremely difficult to take down. For his slender-esque as he is, very difficult to take down. Your comp that you put in this here show doc of ours was Alvin Kamara, and I think that is just spot on. He's a more slender Alvin Kamara, but a much faster Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. I think Alvin Kamara comp is like what everyone leans towards. It's what everyone's just like, and you look at him, it's everything you see. It's what Alvin Kamara does. He can get you 6 yards a carry, but it's what he's known for in the receiving game, and that's what he was known for in Alabama. You watch it, he makes the tough catches. He doesn't drop the ball, and he makes these like actual like aerodynamic catches. You just say, "Holy crap!"
Very soft hands, yes. Very soft hands, and
exactly
that's huge for fantasy implications.
Yes.
So let's talk about where you'd like him to go.
I mean, the perfect landing spot, in my opinion, would be like the Cardinals or even just the Saints, like letting him kind of be the replacement, so to speak, of Kamara. Because I mean, again, guys like that only have so much wear and tear on their tires, and so Kamara's reaching that threshold where he's in the back end of 20, and that's where running backs start to fall off. But I would like him actually in the Cardinals. I think him and Kyler Murray would actually be a pretty good combo in the backfield.
I like that. I did see the Eagles on here as well.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because after you get past the initial first player off of the board for that position, you don't necessarily see the Vegas betting odds for it that often.
No.
And Jahmyr was definitely in that category of like, I just could not find a realistic betting odds. He is the betting odds of the second running back taken, and I'd imagine he goes in the second round.
Yeah.
But I could see a couple different landing spots. Like if he went to Miami, I really like that fit. I like how he could be in that system and be another huge dynamic weapon for an extremely fast offense. It seems like that's what they want to do.
Yeah. I mean, be a nice little safety blanket for Tua, nice little dump off for him and everything else like that. And, there's no such thing, because obviously everyone was kind of worried about with Tyreek Hill going there. But I mean, I think there's plenty of mouths to feed in that offense. I think McDaniels does a great job of making sure everyone is happy, so to speak.
Yeah, that would probably be not a great fantasy landing spot for him, but that's a good football landing spot for him. That's or let's say if he ended up in Dallas. It would be crazy because now you have two guys like Pollard and Jahmyr.
Yeah.
But I like that fit too.
But that's also you would know because McCarthy is a firsthand experience of that, like what he can do with his running backs and what he does and doesn't do with them. So, and obviously he's taking over there, so it's very interesting
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah, and he's known to use two backs. He's
Exactly.
everywhere. He's every time he's ever been in a position to use two backs, he does it.
Yeah.
Uh, all the way back to Eddie Lacy and James Starks. Um, I don't know, but anything else that you had for? Uh,
My my only concern for him would be that he's a leaner frame. His pass blocking does need work. He's and just he can be indecisive at moments when running the ball. Those are like my biggest like when I watch his tape, those are like my only concerns. So like he's not gonna be a 3-down back. He's definitely just gonna be in the receiving game. He, might be able to get, in between the trenches, but my only concern is that like, you're drafting for a fantasy purpose, but he's perfect for PPR. So
mhm.
but that's all
Where
I
would you
got for
take?
him.
Where would you take him in a last question? Where would you take him in a dynasty startup right now?
If it's one quarterback, he's 102, but for me, I have it as Bijan, JSN, and then Jahmyr.
Hmm.
But in a super flex, I think I have him at like pick 4 or 5. So he's still a top 6 pick, regardless. I think he's still there. But in a non super flex league, he's pick 102, 103 right now. And you'd be
See,
very
I
happy with it.
I want to know where you didn't take Zay Flowers. I'm talking about Zay Flowers all the
No.
time. All right. So anything else you got, Brennan?
No, but you know what, guys, we are on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, and we are also on Twitter at franchise TFFB. So please go give us a follow and a like there as well. We'd really appreciate it.
All right. Well, until next time, guys, we will see you later.